Probably. Don't inspire, man. Dodo, what's going on, beloved? Long time, long time. All right, let me jump right back into it. All right, guys. Sixth house. So yeah, Capricorn rising, full moon transit in the sixth house. You're gonna feel a huge, intense influence towards things dealing with getting things in order, dealing with schedule and routine in your life. If there's a situation within the career field, within the workplace, we need to nip that in the bud right now. So let's say there's a situation with, once again, something that's in your schedule. You've been working on it, but you don't want to give it that much time. So it's becoming a responsibility that's in your sixth house, that's taking time from your schedule and things you do want to work on, things you do want a routine. That's what we got to detach from right now, Capricorn risings. With the full moon also transit in the sixth house, when it comes to your diet, regimen, wellness, these are things that you're going to have to make sure that, we're going into the Capricorn season, tidying these things up. Okay. When it comes to our health, when it comes to what we're putting in our body, when it comes to how much rest you're getting versus your work ethic, the balance between these things. This is going to be a huge influence with the full moon transit in the sixth house. All right. So, sixth house deals with the nervous system. So being able to make sure, you're aware of your own energy when it comes to how your responsibilities or the workplace or things in career affect you. The more aware you are about these things, the more you can start, paying attention to certain solutions to help you deal with, anxiety, helping you deal with finding some clarity or, some rest in some type of shape or form when it comes to your sixth house. All right. But we know the sixth house is the earth house. So it's dealing with career. It's dealing with foundation. It's dealing with building. So when you got the full moon transit in the sixth house, you got to make sure that you detach them from anything that don't help you build the efficient schedule and routine that you want. But overall, that sixth house energy is going to be a huge influence. You ever had that feeling when you got to sneeze, that bitch don't never come though? God damn. Leave already. Leave. Okay, I think it left. So when you got the full moon transit in the sixth house, you want to make sure that you're making space by detaching from certain things that's in your schedule to give yourself some, so you could give yourself some time and space to be able to even work and schedule something the way you want to. Like, once again, like I said early in the last live, sometimes it ain't all about, when you feel like you're feeling stagnant, complacent or some shit, it ain't always about you starting something new or initiating something new. Sometimes you got to take some shit out. You got to subtract something, And that's what we got going on with the full moon in the sixth house. There may be something that you're working on. You're constantly putting effort into it. It's not reciprocating the results you wanted to, but you're not working on it efficiently right now, Capricorn rising. Take this energy with the full moon transit in the sixth house to put that together. Sagittarius rising, okay, seventh house. So right now, your first house is lit the fuck up, Sagittarius. You feel me? You went through this past month and a half. You've been going through all different type of having all different type of downloads, attracting all different type of new experiences in your personal life, making new observations about people, places, and things you was already connected to in your personal life. But now we got the full moon transit in the seventh house. So what we got? Relationship ties. Put in some time between some motherfuckers. Having to understand that you can't be so accessible to this individual right now. You got a full moon transit in your seventh house. In some type of shape or form, it may be something in your relationship, that you need to make sure you nip in the bud, that you see the detail to it, or you communicate the detail to it, about it to your partner or whatnot, over this transit or whatnot, or heading into Capricorn season. Okay, when you got the full moon transit in the seventh house, anything that play out as a burden or a heavy responsibility within the relationship department are things that you want to make sure you're not neglecting. You're not underestimating, okay? You're gonna now if you're gonna decide to communicate to your partner or whatnot how you feel about things during this transit, please do it reasonably. Please do it in a mature way. Please do it in a mature, reasonable way. Why? Because you got a full moon transit in here, so you may have some intense temporary feelings and articulate yourself a certain way to your partner during this full moon. And it don't even gotta be all like that. It don't gotta be all like that, Sag rising. Alright? And Sag rising, y'all be a lot of y'all be cool, calm, and collective, but y'all can get spicy at the lip. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rises all three of them will cuss your ass out. So that ain't really nothing new. But yeah, full moon trans in the 7th house right now. You know, when it comes to I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, if you've been condoning some bullshit in your relationship with the full moon trans in your 7th house, we ain't got time for that no more. We ain't got time for that no more. We got the full moon hitting Venus and Pluto and Capricorn. We got the full moon hitting Jupiter. So when it comes to your 7th house, you need to be able to be realistic, and you need to be able to be wise about how you react to things in your relationship right now. So if you're aware that you're condoning something, you're letting something rock in your relationship, you're suppressing yourself in some type of shit for a relationship, you know, it's time for you to bring that to the forefront or acknowledge that to yourself at least, okay? Or have a conversation with your partner, so you know you can at least express, you know, yourself in the relationship. You know, it is Gemini energy, so it's a full moon. We don't want to overdo communicating and talking right now. That's what's gonna cause some bullshit. Overdoing Gemini energy. We wanna look at Sag energy right now to save us. We want to be wise about shit right now. Okay, so you know, but you want to communicate it so you don't feel like you're in jail in the relationship. That's the whole point, though. Okay, you know, the full moon energy is about detaching from shit that plays out as a burden. So if there's a certain dynamic to your relationship that's making you feel restricted, making you feel like you in jail, making you feel like you're suppressed, this is what you need to acknowledge during this full moon. This ain't the time to just act like it's just another day in the park, because now you feeling on it heavy, and this is the time for you to really look at that shit from a spiritual perspective. Like, why the fuck, what about me condones this shit? Why do I be suppressing myself in a relationship? Is it my partner? Is this influence my partner got on me? Is this a repeat thing? Was I doing this in my previous relationship? Like, this is the way you need to be looking at that shit. So, you know, you leave this transit with some clarity, or you have, you know, you attack the situation. You know, you tackle it. You don't let it just continue to blow up in your 7th house, and you continue to be more of a jail in your own relationship when that's supposed to be your, you know, your safe space. But apparently nowadays, ladies be like, I gotta be a nigga piece. But we ain't gonna get into that tonight. We ain't gonna do that tonight. All right. Sagittarius rises. All right. So that's what we got going on. You know, rearranging things in the relationship department and making sure you're observing if you're suppressing self, or if there's things that you don't condone in your relationship life, and you need to make sure you're reacting to that from more of a wise and realistic point of view. And you need to be able to embrace any transformation that comes with you being a real nigga right now. AKA you really expressing and communicating how you really feel, like, or how you really think about the relationship in some type of shape or form. My little right nostril going crazy right now. However you feel, whatnot. Oh, you chose violence tonight. Yeah, I'm jumping back and forth. This Gemini full moon energy got my air sign head ass real jumpy. So it's like I'm jumping into spurts where I'm wilding on y'all, but then I'm like on my peaceful shit tonight. So like don't mind my bipolar shit tonight. I'm truly I'm in good yay energy right now. Like, I feel like I'm embracing some yay energy right now during this full moon. You feel me? So yeah, that's what we got going on. Full moon chance in the 7th house. You know, you need to be able to analyze both spectrums of your relationship life. All right. Scorpio risings, full moon transiting the 8th house. Y'all know the full moon don't like the 8th house. The moon don't be wanting no parts of the 8th house. The 8th house is deep, dark, transformative, scary. The shit be motherfucking. It be a whole bunch of transformation. Niggas be fighting. Niggas be stealing in that house. Niggas be stealing in the 8th house. I swear to God, niggas be stealing in the 8th house. Don't bring no possessions to that motherfucker. That's the land of shared resources. So a nigga will connect with you in the 8th house just to use your shit. Alright? Scorpios, y'all 8th housers think I don't know how y'all move. I know you got into that relationship for that couch. I know you got into that relationship to have somewhere to sleep. Y'all Scorpio sun, moon, risings ain't low. Y'all Venus and Scorpios, Venus in the 8th houses ain't low. You Gucci? You good? Alright, just give me like 15 to 20 more minutes tops. Gucci? Yeah. So, y'all ain't low. Shit. Motherfucking Venus, Mercury, and Scorpios. Mars and Scorpios. You gotta watch them. Stellium and Scorpios. Stellium in 8th houses. Hell yeah, they'll put it on you. So they can stay at your crib a little longer. You don't know the whole time they homeless. Scorpio head ass nigga is homeless. But every night he's stroking and sucking his life away because he trying to. I just need 2 more nights here. I just need 2 more nights. If I laid on her this good, we gonna share some resources tonight. That's that 8th house talk. We gonna be sharing in this piece. It's gonna take her a while to know that. It's gonna take her a while to know for her to know she in the 8th house right now. She can't see a damn thing right now. All she could do is feel. All she do is feel my presence. She don't really see reality. She don't see shit right now. I'm a whole monster. I'm a whole demon. But listen, I ain't going back to the streets. I got too much beef in the streets. I need somewhere to sleep right now. So until I get my paper together, until I get my shit together, I'm gonna have to 8th house my way. I'm gonna have to stay in this apartment till the end of the winter solstice out this motherfucker. So you think you 8th houses, y'all not low, but Scorpio risings. With that full moon transit in the 8th house, this full moon is picking up on all the shortcomings you may have experienced this year, all the things that transformed you this year, things that you are, that have drained you or you're emotionally connected to, things that you're pouring into right now, because this is a subconscious house. It's dealing with water. It's still dealing with emotions. He ain't going back to his mama house. Hell nah. He ain't going back there. He ain't going back there. He says, if it ain't shorty crib, I'm going to either be in the streets winging it or I'm back in my mom's crib. And that ain't going down because my mom charged too much for rent. She charged too much. I can't even smoke in the house. With that, Shorty over here let me smoke. She make breakfast before she go to work. She be leaving her keys. You feel me? I done gassed her up to take the Uber to work. It's like how the fuck only a Scorpio sun moon rising pull that off. Only a Venus, Mercury, Mars, and Scorpio pull that shit off. How the hell how's she paying for transportation to go to work so you can have a car? How? Who like somebody with Scorpio placements? That's how. Scorpio placements be doing shit to people and people don't even be knowing how to explain what's going on. It's like a chick will let the nigga drive the whip all day and she pay to go to work and her friends be like, girl, what are you doing? She be like, shit, I don't know. That Scorpio 8th house energy just blinds a motherfucker. Just girl, I don't know, girl. I'm just winging it with this motherfucker. I'm just flowing right now. Like you got your girlfriends looking at you crazy. Like it can't be that good, girl. Can't be that good, girl. Like yeah, girl, it is that good. Cause I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. I done spent $75 to go to work this week. It's only Wednesday. I got Thursday and Friday. Shit, I don't even spend that much on gas for the week. This motherfucker just driving your shit, smoking. Shit, I'm about to go up in this restaurant quick. Shit, she got mask in the glove compartment. Shit. Nigga picking up his side joint in the whip. Side joint asked him, well, where you got this? He's like, shit, I just little rental real quick. Little rental. You know, little something to cruise around, make some moves in. Like, niggas is crazy. Niggas is crazy. Let me stop dragging Scorpios like that. But anyways, full moon transit in the 8th house, when it's time to transmute all transformation shortcomings that was experienced this year, Scorpio risings. That full moon is picking up on well, I feel like that's not in order. Gemini, Sagittarius, I'm bugging. Yeah, fact. Scorpio risings. Y'all picking up on all transformation shortcomings that y'all experienced this year, and y'all here to see the bright light to it, the positives to it. Y'all here to detach negative ways of thinking about your passions, your goals, things that have transformed you this year. All right? So things that was real transformative this year for you, changes you had to deal with. This full moon wants you to react to extracting the wisdom from it, the lesson from these things. You may just need these during Capricorn season. The 8th house is dealing with shadow work. It's dealing with the subconscious. It's dealing with your secrets. It's dealing with the things you hide. It's dealing with your, things you keep in the dark. So while the full moon is pulling on all of these things, that Gemini Mercury energy is here to help you, see the detail and analyze how to efficiently tackle shadow work, how to see the detail to efficiently dealing with a trauma, looking at the detail of, how to deal with a certain concentrated fixed emotion you have right now. What's beautiful about this full moon in Gemini is not only that yes, it's a full moon and we dealing with intense emotion, but the fact that it's hitting, it's a Mercury influence type of energy, we're able to rationally think through any form of heavy emotion right now. So it don't matter how you feel, it don't matter how much water, fire you got in that chart, how much fire, water, house placements you have, you can take a deep breath, woosah, and try to think through it right now. All right, there's some energy supporting that. So we got Mercury and Gemini helping us to think through things. We got Jupiter hitting that full moon right now, so helping us to see situations from a more wiser perspective, from a more reasonable perspective. All right, so that's what we got going on, Scorpio risings. All right, let me wrap up these last 4 houses. Libra risings, full moon transit in the 9th house, Libra risings. All right, so when it comes to 9th house deals with experiences. That 9th house is spiritually inclined house to deal with your knowledge and wisdom. It deals with education, right? It deals with exploration. It deals with travel, okay? But overall, it rules your experiences. So with the full moon transit in your 9th house, you guys, Libra risers, you guys are going to be picking up on heavy influences on what people, places, and things block you from experiencing. You're going to be reflecting on things from this year, trying to see what type of energies that were either in your surroundings, what type of energies when it comes to people, places, and things that you connect to that hold you back from checking things off on your bucket list. Now, the full moon transit 9th house, it will have you reflecting on, the most impactful experiences you've been dealing with recently. So whether it's a relationship experience, whether it's something that was a transformative experience, anything that was real impactful recently for you, an impactful experience overall, something that you're trying to understand, something that you're trying to gain significance out of, you're trying to understand the meaning on why that happened, why you attracted that. The full moon is going to be filling on that right now, but it's also going to help you to see that situation from a broader perspective. Now, this is the Sagittarius house, okay? So, Libra risings, right now, y'all got all these energies in your 3rd house. So it may have been a lot of transformation dealing with, friendships this season for Libra risings. Might be a friend or two that you ain't really fucking with no more. You might have seen some true colors from them, or they might have communicated some real blunt, direct shit, and you realize that's how they really feel. You might have dealt with some of that shit, Libra rising, this season, and that's a positive, because you more aware about how a motherfucker think or feel. But they've been around you all this time. So now when you got the full moon transit in the 9th house, it's like, okay, this whole season I was acknowledging what I was learning from, close friends, immediate friends, especially siblings too. May have gotten into with siblings and shit. with the full moon transit in the ninth house, it's like, all right, I see the broad perspective to things. Okay. I see why I attracted certain situations, certain lessons in my life this full moon. I ain't gonna pity myself. Cause this, I can't lie. The full moon ain't just making me feel heavy. It's making me see why I attracted this shit. Like, I finally understand now. Okay, I'm gaining some meaning towards the things that I was just, experiencing, situations I was just going through. You got Gemini in the ninth house, so during this full moon, you may start to feel like you need to. A lot of y'all Libra risers right now. Libra risers ain't really the ones to fuck with right now because they're hitting a little switch right now where they're going to start being real. A lot of Libra risers about to start being real dead ass with all of y'all right now. This type of transit, Gemini transiting, a full moon transit, Gemini in the ninth house. A lot of Libra risers are about to start feeling like they only want purposeful relationships in their life. They only want purposeful friendships in their life. So, shout out to the Libra risers, you feel me? Shout out to the Libra risers. Libra risers still picking up your phone calls, still texting you back after the full moon. Then you not the one that got cut off. They still fuck with you because they's cutting motherfuckers off after this full moon. Gemini, motherfucker Gemini in the ninth house, full moon. Gemini dealing with relationships with people that's familiar to you. Love you too, Kimmy. Love you too. Gemini in the ninth house. Gemini deal with relationships, people. So Libra risings, they constantly going through Gemini shit in the ninth house. They constantly having to see the reasons, like they constantly learning lessons with people, like learning that people don't be honest, learning that people be lying, learning that people be cheating, or learning that these people is wise, these people is smart, these people is troublesome, these people is challenging to deal with. Like all day, every day, Libra rising going through that shit with that third, ninth house, Gemini, Sagittarius axis. So Libra risings could be real changeable too. Like you think of Libra rising a Gemini sun, because their personality will take on so many different perceptions of different people to the point they might change how they deal with people so many times. Like Monday, they're the sweetest person in the world. Thursday, depending on what they experience with people, Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, they might be Debo. Thursday, they might be they ain't fucking with nobody. You don't even see the Libra rising in school. You feel me? Like that type shit. So yeah, Libra risings right now, full moon transit in the ninth house. Y'all right now going through an evolution with how y'all see people, how y'all deal with people. You feel me? And a lot of y'all are getting a lot of downloads right now over this weekend about why you attract certain people in your life that you don't want in your life. Pretty much, why you attract certain people, what things are in your environment that gravitate certain people towards you or keeps you entertained by certain individuals. It's like this Libra rising not having it. Like they about to be cutting mad people off. Okay. Then we got so that's why you got my Libra risings. Okay. And once again, ninth house also deals with travel experiences. So I would like to say with the full moon transit in the ninth house for my Libra rising, I need y'all to start thinking bigger. All right? I need y'all to start thinking bigger. I need y'all to start thinking that, the projects that y'all working on, that can expand. The environment you're living in, you can experience beyond that. The way you think about relationships, the person you're dating or whatnot, that don't have to hit a ceiling. That could blossom past what you think the ceiling of that relationship is. I like to say that ninth house it ain't no limits and ceilings in the ninth house. It ain't none of that in the ninth house. So you got the full moon transit in the ninth house. You want to put yourself in a position where you feel like you got all your eggs in the right baskets when it comes to things that dealing with spiritual development, when it comes to spiritual and personal development for real. All right. 10th house, Virgo risings. All right, Virgo risings, full moon transit in the 10th house when it comes to social status, when it comes to career, when it comes to your popularity level, when it comes to what you're building, when it comes to business projects, right? These things are of high emphasis right now. Going into Capricorn season, you want to take a look at what you feel like you're known for, the social status that you have, and you know how you can use that shit. How it's resourceful. You know, some people be known for certain. Listen, a lot of us be known for certain things. Like, people be wanting money, people be wanting to build stability and security, but it's like, yo, you're known for this, you're known for that. Maximize that shit. Like, sell that shit. You feel me? We be disregarding our 10th house energy. So a lot of the time, you know, when you got the full moon transit in the 10th house, it may be something that's dealing with how people see you, know you, your reputation, what you're known for, what you may be popular for, what people knew you for in high school, going into your younger 20s and shit or whatnot, whatever. When we look at your social status, right now the full moon in transit in this 10th house, the full moon want to see how it could connect or nurture to the you know, what you're portrayed as in this 10th house. If it can expand that, if we could bring some transformation, you know, towards how we build stability and security, dealing with that what we're known for, you know. So if you got the full moon, listen, this is my Virgo rising. If y'all got the full moon transit in the 10th house, and right now y'all can't stop thinking about or feeling about something that, you know, y'all used to do, or something that people know you, or you manifest a conversation right now, or you manifest watching something right now that makes you start, you know, reminiscing when you was popping for doing something, or you pay attention to something that makes you think about how, you know, you can utilize a part of your you know, what you're recognized for, your social status, to build something right now. The full moon is screaming that at y'all right now. The full moon is screaming that at y'all right now. Especially if y'all have any, some of y'all may be feeling influences to, like, you know, want to gain more of an authority in career. Want to gain more of, you know, a leadership position, or, you know, overall authority when it comes to what you do for a line of career in your industry or whatnot, or how you're dealing with business or whatnot, wanting to take more power and control over your shit. All right. So that may be a huge influence, and you want to start seeing, you know, what people, places, and things you need to start cutting off and detaching from, for you to start building this business, building this brand, building this side business or whatnot up in this 10th house, building this form of recognition that you want. But overall, when it comes to what you already may be known for, when it comes to your social status, you know, the full moon is here to remind you, like, yo, listen, you known for doing hair, you known for making music, you known for this, that, and the third. Like, can we like build on that shit going into Capricorn season? Can we sell that shit? Can we make money off that shit? Can we broadcast that shit some more so it can manifest into something for us that we can use? So that's what's going on with y'all right now, Virgo rises in the 10th house. And Virgo rises, y'all be having all type of diabolical plans, strategies, creative ideas in that first house. So right now with the full moon transit in the 10th house, you know, you want to utilize your connections, or people that you know that you know, would be invested in some of these personal projects, all right? Because you got Gemini in the 10th house, so Virgo rising, this lifetime is about you learning how to network. It's learning about you taking all them things you be building in your first house, your intelligence, your smarts, your ability to structure and grow, and actually taking that out into the outside world and using that in the outside world, using that within a company, within a business, being known for your ability to structure things, think about things, put things together. So that's what Gemini is teaching Virgo risings in the 10th house, and this full moon is going to help you to connect more to that, feel that out some more, you know. It's going to help you to, you know, react towards the things that you're known for, and analyzing how we could expand that, how we could blow it up. Remember, the Jupiter's hitting the full moon, all right? So that's what we got going on, my Virgo risings. All right, last two houses, 11 and 12 houses. My Leo and Cancer risings, 11th house. Leo risings, all right? When we look at the 11th house, what is the 11th house? It's the air house. So it's dealing with what? Relationships, people, interaction, communication, all right? But specifically, when we look at the 11th house, we dealing with interaction, communication, relationships in the outside world. We dealing with networking. We dealing with business relationships. We dealing with associates, all right? We dealing with this, social media, all right? Right now, we in the 11th house right now, if y'all didn't realize right now, all right? We in the 11th house. We on live, we on social media, we utilizing technology to communicate, and we talking about spirituality. The 11th house is a spiritually inclined house, so we all up in some 11th house shit right now. But Leo risings, full moon transit in 11th house. This is what I need y'all to understand moving into Capricorn season. Leo risings, I need y'all to understand that. y'all creativity, y'all awareness, y'all gifts, that thing that motivates you, inspires you, right? You know, that thing that you connect to that make you feel lively, that needs to be implemented more in the outside realm going into Capricorn season, okay? So right now, this full moon got y'all reacting towards, right now, you may, a lot of Leo risings may be feeling like, damn, this brand that I had an idea of building, this clothing brand I had an idea of building, or this music I wanted to put out, or this, that, and the third, like, damn, that shit should have been connected to the 11th house. I should have been networking that. I should have been posting that shit. I should have been broadcasting that shit. I should have been connecting that shit. So the full moon can have y'all on that type of wave right now. And the full moon also, the 11th house, once again, deal with people, associates, you know, colleagues, co-workers. So right now, y'all could be in a space where you're looking at, you know, which one of these motherfuckers is purposeful? Which one of these people can I seriously build with? Which one of the people do I be surrounded by? You know, does everybody that I'm surrounded by even, you know, relate to the shit that I be thinking about, to the shit that I'm on? So when we look at the 11th house, when it comes to the people you associate yourself with, Leo rising, we need to take a look at that. We need to take, because, you know, Leo risings, y'all be having secret haters around y'all. You know, Leo rising, y'all be having secret haters around y'all and shit, all type of funny shit like that. So, you know, you really got to pay attention to your social circle around this time. And you want to make sure that, you know, if the people that you're around ain't charging your battery, they don't have to be into what you're into. So, you know, you could be a rapper and your friends is motherfucking lawyers and prosecutors. If they can't at least be like, damn, bro, let me know when that shit drop. I can't wait to hit a fire. If they can't at least motivate you, inspire you, even though they not rappers or whatnot, you know, if your light getting dim around your associates and whatnot, that full moon need to make sure you're detaching and releasing from people that's can't even connect to you on your creative level, can't even connect to you about the things that make you feel lively, you know, the things that drive you. Now, when it comes from a business perspective, you know, when it comes to working with certain individuals, let's say right now, Leo risings, you're in any type of situation where you're collabing with others, working with others, you want to make sure that everything is fair right now with the full moon transiting the 11th house. You want to make sure everything is fair right now. You want to make sure you're working with trusted individuals right now, okay? Once again, 11th house, emphasis on associates, emphasis on people that you build with, connect with in the outside realm, okay? So if you're doing any projects with people that's not really your personal friends, they not really not an intimate friend, they're not a familiar friend, and they 11th house person then, all right? These are people right now, you got to make sure, you know, you're not just, you understand the purpose why they're around. You know, this full moon transit 11th house Leo risings is to help you understand, like, you know, people that's around you need to have significance. Because with all the shit you trying to build and manifest, you know, you only need people around you that can pour into that, or is not going to dim your light. AKA, because sometimes Leo rises, sometimes Leo sun moon rises, y'all get y'all light dim when people wasn't even trying to dim y'all light. So y'all walking, y'all Leo, you can have a Leo child. This is why sometimes your Leo child, let me not go, because I might start talking about some whole other shit. But if you got like a Leo friend, child, or whatever, and they excited about some shit, they come home hyped to tell you something, and don't nobody reflect that in the house, that child gonna end up depressed. So you gonna have by the time that child turns 17, that motherfucker gonna be in his bedroom playing Juice World, hopefully not on no funny substance. Then you're gonna develop a depressed child if your Leo child feel like they can't come home and express something that they're excited about, or some shit that happened at school, or an award they won, or something that they got attention for. You got a depressed Leo sun moon rise. All right, Leo rises actually go through that in the home though, because they got Scorpio in the 4th house. So actually, Leo risings actually go through this. Like, Leo risings actually experience being prom king, prom queen, but their parents don't know. Leo risings end up being a nationally ranked sports player in high school, but they parents don't understand or don't know. Like, it'd be crazy. Like, things that Leo risings get attention for outside, or things that they're inspired of, about or whatnot. It's like that light don't get received in the family home environment. So that start having long-term effects on that Leo rising. But that's just part of the Leo rising journey. There, we all have our own journey when it comes to our life paths. With our rising sign. So, but that's the focus for my Leo risings. All right, guys, I need y'all to understand who y'all surrounding yourself with right now in the 11th house, and I want y'all to embrace connecting what you have up here, what you have here, into that 11th house. All right. So as Capricorn season progresses, there may be some opportunities, ideas, and situations where you're going to be able to take your creativity or something you have an awareness about and put that out into the public environment. You may develop more ideas to utilize this some more, social media, finding ways to connect your messages, your insight or awareness through different forms of technology and communication. So this is what that full moon is right now in the 11th house got you picking up on. But if there's somebody you really don't, that's really not good, like, it's not really healthy for you to be around right now, or if there's a situation that, once again, you're collabing or networking or working with a certain community group or partnership right now, if it's not positive, you're going to know around right now. So if it was a situation you was already a little untrustworthy about, it was already a little shaky, with the full moon transit 11th house, your intuition going to let you know what that situation is about. It's either you going to be feeling like, this shit funny. I don't give a fuck if it's positive or negative. I don't want to fuck with it no more. Either you're going to feel like that, or you're going to feel like, I don't know about the situation yet, but I can't help but see what all the positive shit that could blossom out of this shit. Let me just keep rolling with it. It's going to be one of them two right there. It's going to be one of them two spectrums right now, right there, Leo rises, when it comes to how you feel about people. If you was already on shaky grounds, either you're going to cut it off because you don't want to be on shaky grounds, you want to be on stable grounds, or the potential of a situation seems so good, the potential of a business partnership seems so good that it's going to make you want to keep on, it's going to make you want to embrace what could come out negative because the potential looked that good, all right? But the full moon going to pick up on it, and, sometimes, you can listen to your astrologer, your spiritualist, shit. You can hear some shit in your dream. At the end of the day, there's gonna come times in life where you gotta learn to trust your intuition. That's the only answer in this situation. You ain't gonna see no angel number, ain't no ancestor gonna come say nothing to you. You ain't gonna see nothing in your prayer, ain't gonna be nothing I say on the live, ain't gonna be nothing hood healer say. You gotta learn to trust your intuition in that situation, and that's how we develop the relationship with self. This is how we develop relationship with, the spirit that's actually running this shit right now, not Boro, the spirit that's controlling Boro right now. All right, that's how you get more in tune with that energy. Okay, so that's what we got going on, Leo risings. And last but not least, my Cancer risings. Okay, full moon transiting the 12th house. Okay. So 12th house, 12th house is another water house, subconscious house. Is dealing with our imaginations, all right? It's a spiritually inclined house. It's dealing with the 12th house rules the dream realm. So it's not dealing with reality. It's dealing with everything that swims in our imagination, in our subconscious, our aspirations, our fears, things that are hidden, things that we keep hidden, all right? Our insecurities, okay? Things that we want to experience, our belief system, our forms of spirituality, karma, life after death. Throw all of that up into the 12th house. All right? Throw all of it up in there. So when you got the full moon training in the 12th house, these are the energies you picking up the most on. Your aspirations, things that you want to experience, things that you really believe in. You feel me? You might have a talent. You might have a business idea. You might have something that you really believe in. You ain't start putting no action in it yet. You ain't start really structuring a plan for it yet. But the raw essence of it, the raw imagination of it, it lights you the fuck up. You believe in that shit. You feel like your life would be made if you would be able to manifest that experience, anything close to that imagination. Shit, with the full moon transit in your 12th house, Cancer risings, this is the time for you to understand you more than powerful to manifest whatever be on your imagination, okay? Let's start there. That's one, okay? And with your chart ruler, the moon being at a full state right now, I know that y'all OD in y'all feelings, okay, Cancer risings, but guess what? Y'all OD in y'all feelings in the 12th house, okay? So for any circumstance that you're dealing with right now, the 12th house ain't got no ceilings, no limits too. The 12th house ain't got no ceilings, no limits, and it's, it's going to influence you to see the more positive, philosophical lesson, spiritual side to something. So when it comes to any circumstances in your life with the full moon transit in your 12th house, you will be able to dissect it from a real positive state, especially when it comes to insecurities and fears. These are things that listen, Cancer rising, when it comes to any insecurities or fears about things that you want to experience, start anything, any type of business, once again, business ideas, creative ideas, anything, even a relationship that you're entertaining, or the early stages of dating or whatnot. All of these things right now, like, you should be able to see that these things have the utmost potential. You should be able to attack your fears and insecurities right now, because we have access. We got access to transform, insecurities and fears in the house that you have the full moon transiting. You got Gemini in the 12th house, Cancer rising, so a lot of the time you can get consumed in interacting and communicating among, people that are within your creative field. Depending on your sun and moon is how much action and reaction you put into that circumstance, that you put into that field. So with the full moon transit in the 12th house, this is the time for you to get more invested into understanding how you can nurture and feed a situation that's in your imagination. That's a creative endeavor, how to bring that into, reality right now. But it's going to start from, acknowledging what not to do, acknowledging what people, places, and things, habits that pull you away from even starting to plan how you deal with this imagination, with this idea that feels heavy right now. It's a full moon, okay? So we want to nip things in the bud. We want to see what relationships we've been paying attention to, or what people in our life, or what situations in our life we've been paying attention to, or that's been consuming us. Maybe it's just certain responsibilities and things in our reality that's consuming you. Maybe it's just your 6th house that's driving you a little crazy right now, Cancer risings. All right, you got Sagittarius up in that 6th house, so it's like when you got all these energy in 6th house. This whole Sag season was about schedule, routine, responsibilities, working on this, working on that, job interview here, extra hours at work there, feeling overwhelmed because I didn't get my schedule together yesterday, and then starting late and being Sag season may have been a little upside down in that 6th house for Cancer season, but for the most part, there's a whole new sense of clarity here and awareness when it comes to dealing with the 6th house. And now this full moon is helping you understand, all right, how to take my imagination, how to take my new aspirations or neglected aspirations and fit this into my new schedule, fit this into my new sense of routine, okay? And I'm going to do this shit in a detailed manner. Once again, that Gemini Mercury is helping us to think about things in a detailed manner no matter how hard we're feeling on it. So full moon in the 12th house, Cancer rises, yeah, y'all feeling it. It's transit in a water house. But in the same sense, all right, we could think rationally through it. In the same sense, you'll be able to plan and strategize on how you can actually start feeding and nurturing a certain aspiration in this 12th house. And then once again, when it came to anything that impacts the emotions overall, because the 12th house once again deals with insecurities, fears, the subconscious, and also deals with connecting the collective conscious, connecting to the collective conscious. It deals with connecting to others through the emotions, through the subconscious. So right now, the emotional connection you have with another party, with another individual, or just the emotion you have invested in a relationship, that may be real intense, that may be real intense at the moment. But once again, that full moon's transit in the 12th house, whereas, you're here to see relationships from more spiritual, abroad, what am I supposed to be learning type of perspective. You got Cheryl's in the building. Shout out to the guru Cheryl's. All right. Big gang in the house. So that's what you want to be analyzing. And then, full moon just transit in the 12th house. When it comes to anything that's dealing with the subconscious, shadow work, certain insecurities, fears about things, like the full moon is here to do your best to let you know, like, these things are going to pop up. These things are going to be present. But we not about to be soaking on this shit though. Full moon trans in the 12th house. We not about to be soaking over this shit. We got some things that we need to work on. We got some dreams, aspirations we need to put in motion during Capricorn season. So let's think through this shit. Let's make sure we make the right idea, execute the right plans, the right game plan when it comes to things that got us feeling a little heavy or a little drained right here, all right? So that's what we dealing with, Cancer rising, and y'all got all the power in the world. This y'all planetary ruler. The moon is y'all ruler. All right? So the more y'all emotional intent is directed and set in the right place, then this is gonna help y'all to have, you know, a fresh state of mind going into Capricorn season. All right, guys. So let me go ahead, get these up on YouTube and everything, you know, end this live so people could peep this before the moon peak later tonight. I hope y'all, you know, real settled vibes and real cool, calm, and collected vibes during this Gemini full moon. Don't want to be doing too much. It's a Gemini full moon. You feel me? Watch what you say. Watch how you say things to people right now. Okay? All right? Watch the critique. Watch how y'all critique people, how they do things right now. Okay? And y'all gonna be straight. All right, family? So we gonna make sure we get into a recap of these energies as we start the week. Okay? But as of tonight, you know, we jump into some real settled, cool, calm, and collective vibes. I think it's been a little minute since we had a full moon peak at nighttime, if I'm not mistaken. All right, family? So I appreciate y'all kicking it with your boy. Love, peace. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, all right?